All right, so let me check. We got to get rolling. Okay, 31 minutes of practice today, guys. So, hi, my name is Kelly, and this is my friend Maxwell. Good morning, Maxwell. It's been a busy morning with us, right? Okay, so can you move off of my mat so I can practice? All right, let's start. Already, lie down on your back and bring your knees into your chest. I like to start this way because when you're on the floor, your back is supported, of course, and then you can kind of ease any tension you feel in the hips. So if you haven't looked up here, bring your knees into your chest and pull the knees in and make a circle and bring them out. And I'm holding my knees and kind of guiding this movement. So reaching around. One more time. Right there. And now go the opposite direction. Reach around. Today's class, Chip Away 2, or just, I called it that because it's just kind of a fun way to think about working on poses. Because you can kind of phase into a pose, and that's really how you learn. And the more repetition, the stronger you get with the pose or movement. All right, now hold right there. Extend your right leg up and stretch the right leg. Bend your knee and stretch the left leg up. What's going on with that, right? Hamstring, lower back right there when you extend the leg up all the way, right? So your hamstrings connect to your lower back, to the front of your hip. One more time, kind of like we're walking. Now, I want you to cross your ankles and roll up. Hands on the mat. Right here. Press into the floor. Press your fingers into the floor. Extend the right leg back. The left leg back. You're in plank. Downward facing dog. Go ahead and move your heels, pedaling the heels right and left. Lift up your right leg, stretch it out away from you, turn your toes out and bend your knee. Just a little opening right there. Don't go crazy because we're still warming up. Extend the leg straight. Bring your right knee to your right elbow and touch. Extend the leg up straight. Turn your toes out and bend your knee. Leg straight. One more time. Touch and lift and bend and straight. This time, touch above the elbow, step your foot through, and reverse warrior right there. So stretching this leg, this forward leg, form on the thigh, side angle right here. Reverse, arm goes up. Watch your hand as it moves over and disappears over the head. Reach the forearm down to your thigh. Reach up and over the ear. Press into your feet. Feel glued to the mat. Now maybe you can reach down a little further right there. Hold. Set your hand down on the floor. Look at the mat, downward facing dog. Pedal your heels right and left. Breathe. So now look forward. Set your right knee on the mat. And then turn your body. So side plank. So move the hand forward just a bit so your shoulders just slightly behind the wrist. Open the body, reach up. So this time, knee underneath the body as your prop. Let's do the other side. Hand on the floor. Come into downward facing dog. Come into a half downward dog. So right there in the center. Then set your knee down. And then turn, reach the arm up. Right there. Press into the floor. Hand to the mat. And then lift up the knees, downward facing dog. Lift up your left leg. Inhale, stretch that leg out. Turn your toes out, bend your knee. Look up underneath the arms. Can you see your foot over there? Extend the leg straight. Knee to tricep. Lift the leg up, straight. Turn your toes out and bend your knee. Extend the leg out straight. Knee to tricep or at least your elbow. Lift up. Working core right here, holding that knee up, then step your left foot through. Spin your heel down. Inhale, reach your arms up and stretch overhead. Right there are forward and back. So relax your shoulders. Turn your palms up before we do dancing warrior. Right here, your shoulders are externally rotated. Notice how they feel. When you're in side plank, this is how your shoulders should be. So externally rotated, and it really depends on the position of your hands, right? So reach back, reverse warrior, hand behind the thigh, abs in, press your feet into the floor, side angle. Put your forearm on your thigh, reach the arm over your ear, straight arm, fingers together, reverse. Right there, hand behind the thigh, side angle, reverse. And now reach down for the floor with your fingertips, arm over the ear, look down, hands to the mat, press into the floor, downward facing dog. So now this time, shift forward just kind of slightly into that half downward facing dog. And step your left foot to about the middle of the mat, then go to the edge of your feet. So now this time, your foot in front propped up, right? So reach up, a little different. Press into your fingers, a little harder this way. And then hand to the floor. And let's do the other side. So step your right foot right into the center, turn your heels in, and then reach the right arm up. Right there, lift your hips, press into your feet. Don't just rely on the arm, the hand. Right hand to the floor, downward facing dog. Pedal your heels right and left. Shift forward into plank. Lower down to the mat, all the way. So belly down on the mat, forearms on the mat. Sphinx pose. Put the top of your feet on the floor back there. You can look back so your feet press your toes down. Try to get your pinky toe to the mat. I know probably does not meet the floor, but just try. So you're lightening up the pose by pressing the feet into the floor, and then more so by pressing your palms into the floor, dragging your elbows back, abs in. So the details of the pose will really make the pose. Press your hands down, press your forearms down, look forward just slightly, press into the floor, abs in. Now tuck your toes under right there. Abs in, contract, protecting the spine. Lift up forward plank right there. Breathe. Hi, Maxwell. All right, so now you can set your knee down if you need to support. Go ahead and do that. Set your knee down. Turn your right palm in just a little bit so there's an angle at the forearm. Then turn. So forearm plank, reach the arm up. Press into the forearm and reach the opposite arm up. Lift the hips. So now again, propping that leg up underneath. Now just try, extend the leg straight. Don't move the hips. Stabilize right here. Breathe. All right, so now bring the right knee down to the mat and forearm plank. All the way up, knees up. Turn your the left forearm in just at an angle and turn your body. If you need to, prop that leg up underneath like this. If you feel any problem with your lower back, this is what you're gonna do. It's just as hard, or almost as hard. Reach, breathe. Put your right forearm down, like that. Breathe, 30 more seconds, right here. Now, tap your knees, right and left, right and left. Building strength in the core. Do that 4 more times. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Brief child's pose. Walk your hands in, sink your hips back, and round your back over your legs. Sink your glutes to your heels. Press your hands into the floor to get your glutes down and also to lengthen the spine. Turn your head right and left. Relax the neck. Slide your hands in onto your forearms right here. And then lift all the way up into cat and cow. Right there, cat. Press your toes into the floor. And then cow. Tuck the toes, round your back, lift your knees up, walk your feet to your hands. Inhale, lift all the way up. Reach up to the sky. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Sweep the hands and reach up. So chair pose, sweeping the arms, warming up the legs, moving up, reach up onto the balls of your feet, lift the heels, and then maybe add a hop right there, but a soft landing right there. Up, reach, arms up, push the floor away. Do it again. Do 2 more times, do 1 more, and then chair pose right here. Arms up, and then stand up tall. Relieve the legs, hands behind the back, clasp your fingers, reach the knuckles, broad through the chest. Separate your feet. Inhale and exhale. So take a breath in, pull in your abs, look down at your toes, wide feet about the width of your mat. Bring the arms away from your back and forward fold over. So here in this forward fold, feeling the hamstrings, the whole body right here. Reach the arms away from the back. Now bring the hands to the lower back, down the back of your legs. Slide the hands down, fingertips to the floor. Lengthen, look forward, exhale and fold. Place your left hand in the center of your feet. Reach the right arm up. Right there. Breathe. Left hand lifts up, right hand down. Reach up. Stretch. Press into the floor. Straighten your legs as much as you can. Or bend that right knee and keep your left knee straight. Good. Now, both hands on the floor, right in the middle. Inhale. Lengthen up onto the fingertips, hands to the thighs, and stand all the way up. Reach up, stretch overhead. Arms out to the sides, palms facing up like this. All right, so shoulders externally rotated. Coming into full plank, this is the position of your shoulders, right? So you want to have integrity by really pressing the palm down. We'll talk about that later when we come down to the mat again. All right, so reach up and stretch overhead. Bring the right knee up, reach the leg up, arms up, knee to the side. So resist grabbing the knee, reach the arms, abs in, knee forward, and set that down. You bring your arms down, give your shoulders a break. All right, reach up again, reach, knee up, relax the shoulders, knee to the side, draw under the hip, hips level, knee forward, and then set that down. Arms down. Come to the front of your mat. Reach your arms forward like this. Hands to your heart, shoulders back. Twist to the left. Look to the left. So your elbow just taps the outside of your knee. Inhale, look forward. Tap or turn to the other direction, to the right. And the elbow just right there on the outside of the knee. Press your toes down. Inhale, reach, look forward, stand all the way up. Give your legs a break. So the second time, chair pose, sweep the arms up onto the balls of your feet, lift the heels, reach. So my arms are giving me a little bit of a propel effect, lifting up like that. And then add a hop to that plyometric move, strengthening the muscles differently than like cardio. Our strength training, fast twitch muscle fibers, lift, up, up. Do it again, higher, 1 more. Chair pose. Take it here, stand up. Nicely done. Bring the arms to the side. All right, tree pose. Right here. Hands at your hips for a moment. Catch your breath. So as we move into tree pose, feel your heart rate. It's okay. Lift your right leg up. Grab your knee this time. Knee to the side. Notice your hips. Draw under this left hip. Put your foot on the inner thigh. Hands to your heart. Fall out. Come right back. Hands to your heart. And then breathe and reach up. Concentrating as you recover. Sweep the arms down to your side, all the way. Hands behind, clasp your fingers, reach the knuckles, broaden through the chest. Reach up, hands to your heart, knee up to the front, set your foot down. Other side. Lift up, opposite leg, pull it in, give that back stretch, flex your foot, knee side, draw the hip under, foot to the inner thigh, hands to your heart, breathe, shoulders back, inhale, reach your arms up, stretch overhead, relax the shoulders, arms to the sides, all the way down, reaching, 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 clasp your fingers, reach the knuckles, broaden through the chest, abs in. Knee forward and set your foot down. Excellent. Inhale and reach up, come to the front of your mat. Hands to your heart. Reach forward in chair pose. So lower your hips, abs in, twist to the right. Look forward, twist to the left. Right there. Inhale, reach. Good. Exhale and fold over right here. Separate your feet. Inhale, lengthen. Step back, plank. Going through a vinyasa. Sun salutation A. Lower down. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Pedal your heels. Walk your feet to your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale and stand tall. Reach up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. So again, hands to your sides, and you'll lift up on the balls of your feet. Reach your arms like that. So last round, reach. So maybe you just stay here and sweep the arms, integrity in the legs. Press your feet down into the ground when you lift up. And then maybe add a hop. Push off the floor. Little hop. And you need to softly land. Softly land, guys. You have to think about that. Bend your knees, bend your ankles, hips, reach up. Do it again. Do it one more time, final time. Chair pose, lower down, stand up, all the way. Beautiful job. Shoulders back. All right, look forward. Hand to big toe hold. Uttita Hasta Padangusthasana. Lift up. You're like, what? What'd she say? Uttita Hasta Padangusthasana. All right, so knee to the side. So we're going to extend the leg side. Right here. Grab your big toe. Don't overthink it. Even if you can just come right here, that's okay. So press into your foot. Maybe you can lengthen the leg straighter. Right there. Breathe. Toes point up. Bend your knee and set your foot down. Nicely done. Taking the other leg to the other side. And then we'll come to the mat. Knee up or come down onto the mat into plank. All right, so knee side, just like in tree. Draw that hip under for integrity and strength. Grab your big toe. And then right there, shoulders squared. Press into your toes. Reach the leg, even if it's just that far. Maybe you can straighten, arm out to the side. Good job. All right, toes up. Bend your knee. Set it down. Beautiful. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold over your body. Going through a sun salutation. Look forward, lengthen. Step back to plank. Lower down to the mat or chaturanga. Strong. Up dog. Exhale. Downward dog. Breathe. So it took me years to chip away at that standing hand to big toe hold. So patience in your practice. It will all come around. Learning, developing. And when your body gets stronger and you actually, the pose, you feel like you've succeeded, it's a great feeling. Lift up your right leg. Inhale, step forward, right leg. Inhale, reach your arms up. All right, so we're going to come into side plank. Hands to your heart, shoulders back. So we're practicing. Bring your left hand down to the floor, like that. Now we're going to go to the edge. So just as we did before, where we brought the foot into the center, right, to prop up, you can do that. Start there. Or extend the leg back, stack the legs carefully. Broaden through the chest, so straight body. Then maybe lift the leg, grab your knee, put your foot on the inner thigh. Press into the edge of your foot out there. Press into your hand. Good. Now extend the leg, right hand to the floor. Others, downward facing dog. Lift your left leg up. Left foot forward. Step through. Inhale, crescent pose. So bring it on up first. Good job. All right, so right hand to the floor. Left arm up, right there. Now bring the foot in, turn your heels. Press into the edge of your foot. Stack your legs maybe right there. Breathe. Lift the leg. Knee in, grab the knee. Put your foot on the inner thigh. Breathe. Open the body. Arm over the ear maybe. Extend the legs straight. Hand to the floor, downward facing dog. Beautiful job. Pedal your heels. Walk your feet to your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale and rise. So we will, towards the end of the class, we'll have the kind of the grand finale where we'll just flow through poses and get away from the teaching element. So turn forward again, shoulders back. All right, so let's lift up the right leg again, standing balancing. Practicing this. So without holding your knee to the side. So use your strength, hip under right here. So rather than this, right? So right here. I did exaggerate that a little bit. But anywho, hip under or glute under the hip. Now grab your big toe or tree pose to the side. Your choice. So reach. Shoulders square, arm out, standing leg straight. Beautiful. Bend your knee and set your foot down. Changing sides. Lift up the left leg, flex your foot. Now, leg to the side. Notice what happens. See that? The hip comes out, so I want you to bring the hip under. There's your integrity. All right, tree pose or hand big toe hold. Reach. Arm to the side. Breathe. Bend your knee and then set your foot down. So, nicely done. Come to the front of the mat. Inhale, reach your arms up and stretch. Look up at your hands this time, little back bend. Exhale, fold. Lengthen and look forward. Plant your hands and step back to plank. Right here. Lower down, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal your heels, right and left. Breathe. Lift your right leg up. Inhale. Step your right foot forward. Spin your heel down and reverse warrior. So here's where we're going to go into just a nice flow. Reach the arm over the ear and then come to side angle right there. Look up. Reverse. Side angle. This time reach down for the floor, touch your fingertips, and then reverse. Press into your feet. Look back whenever you reach for a reverse warrior, and then side angle. Reverse. Straighten the forward leg. Triangle pose. Reach forward. Hand comes down right here. So hand on the inside, right? And you want your sides to be straight rather than bent like that, right? So you're lowering your side towards the thigh. This leg is straight. Triangle pose. Reach up, arm over the ear. There's your extended triangle. Now bend your knee, balance, right hand to the floor. Lift your left leg up. Flex your foot, abs in, then reach your left arm up. Just try, grab your foot. Quad stretch, breathe. Look down at the ground, let your foot go, and reach. Set your foot on the floor, warrior two. Strong forward leg, good. All right, reach the hands down to the floor. Let's go to the other side. Right leg back, downward facing dog. Left leg, reach it up. Step your left foot forward. Spin your heel down. Warrior two. Glue your feet down into the ground. Now reach, left arm up. Hand goes behind the thigh. And then side angle. Forearm on the thigh, reach up and over the ear. And then reverse. Do that again, get comfortable. In this lunge position, reach for the floor. Touch. Reverse. This time, straighten your forward leg. Triangle pose. Reach, reach, reach. Hand comes down. Touch the toes to the floor. Reach the right arm up. Draw the shoulder back. Arm over the ear. Straight sides. Weight in your heels. Weight in the balls of your feet. All right, warrior two. And then hand to the floor, half moon. So slide the foot, straighten the left leg. As you straighten the left leg, lift that right leg, turn your toes out, reach the right arm up. You can use a block right here under your hand. Grab your foot, breathe. So lengthen, point that knee away from you, abs in. Let your foot go. Set your foot on the floor, warrior two. One more time, strong warrior two, right there. Spin the hands around to the floor. Press in the floor, downward facing dog. Shift forward, plank. Lower down all the way to the mat. Salimbasana. Locust pose, reach your hands to your sides, palms up. Lift your chest, look at the floor. Hands up. Now lower down, put your forehead down, hands down, legs down. Do that again. Inhale, lift. Slightly gaze forward. Exhale, lower. Do that again. Inhale and exhale. One more time. And then exhale. Place your hands on the floor. Push into the mat. Lift up to child's pose, a little brief child's pose. Come onto your hands and your feet. Hands off the floor. Malasana. I am sweating. Elbows to the inside of your knees. Hands to your heart. Right there. Thumbs to your breastbone. Look forward. Everybody smile. Move around. Wiggle, wiggle. Place your right hand on the floor. Lift the left arm up. Twist. Malasana. Hands to your heart. Twist the other way. Hand here. And reach up. Last thing we're going to do is chip away at just a few times, a few tries at crow pose. So hands here in front of your knees and squeeze your knees in and then set your heels down. Now I want you to bring your heels together and come up onto the balls of your feet. So a little differently than we usually do or than I typically teach, but just try this time. So heels together, knees are out like that, right? Try to balance. Shoulders back. Hands on the floor. So you want to spread your blades right here. Put the knees, lift the knees up behind the triceps, right? So just underneath the armpits. And then what you're going to do is you're going to lean forward, pull your elbows in towards each other, press into your fingertips, gaze forward, and then pick your feet up off the floor right there. So feet together, pick your feet up. Sweaty legs, slippage happens. All right, set it down, heels to the floor. Widen your feet, Malasana. Right here, thumbs to the breastbone, look forward. And then let's try one more time. Hands on the floor, or practice one more time, not try. You're doing a great job. So hands on the floor, bring your heels in together, practice this way one more time. Knees behind the arms. So the
this is kind of making a shelf for the shin, right? So knees up, lift your hips up, but keep your elbows drawing in, press into your fingers, lean in, weight forward, and then maybe you can pick your feet up off the floor at the same time. And then set it down. Beautiful job. Now sit behind your hips. You did a great job. Let's lower down, coming into bridge pose. Hands behind the thighs, feet on the floor. Look up at the ceiling, hands on the mat, shoulders separated comfortably. Feet close to your glutes. Lift up your hips. Right there. Wiggle your right arm under, left arm under. Clasp your fingers. Press the edge of the fingers, the pinky fingers into the mat. Press the back of the arms, the shoulders into the floor, and lift up higher. Cooling the body down. And then lower all the way. Right knee into your chest. Extend the left leg out. Rotate the right foot. And now bring the right knee across the body just for a moment. Reach the right arm over. Look over to the right. Lift that leg up. Pull it in. Extend that leg out. Right leg out. Left knee in. Knee across. Look over to the left. Breathe. And then lift up. Bring your knees into your chest. Cross your ankles and roll up. And face the screen. Sit up well. Bring your hands together. Edge of the thumbs to the mind's eye. And gratitude, edge of the thumbs to the heart. And thanks. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you. I appreciate you showing up and doing this practice with me. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.